Hi, hi. Okay, let's start the stream. Welcome to Trading Maze. Today, welcome to live trading analysis of April 7th and also prediction for tomorrow, April 8th. So, we'll look at the charts from now. Let me share you my screen. So, hope you can see my screen. So, let's start the analysis. So, today is April 7th, Monday. As I told you before, that Monday is a very low volatility kind of a day, and I'm already, if you can see here, I'm already in a trade here. I'll tell you what intuition was this trade taken off, and let's get into the analysis from 1 day time frame. This trade I have taken just recently, just before starting the stream at around 10:30. It's a good trade. I'll tell you why I took that trade. It's a 1:3 risk to reward ratio trade, and I think it's around 170 pips. Yeah. Uh, Normally I should go aim for this support, but let's not do that because I told as I told you before, giving buffers is important in the market. So okay, let's get into the analysis. Let's go into the 1 day time frame. So here is your 1 day time frame. As you can see, gold has turned bearish. I've already told you that gold has been bearish, but because of the economic trade war tensions. So if you can see here, today, it has fallen so much, and it's almost to the last all-time high, which could be a support for it, which will be a support. It will be a support over 50 2950 or some around that. So that is why my profit is around that only. My take profit is around that. So yeah, and let's analyze. Last week at Friday, a trade closed. Actually, uh, on Friday we were in a trade. I told you that to maybe hold it or maybe cut off the trade because it was very late. But I holded it. If you can see it here, I holded it, and it was a 1:4 ratio risk reward ratio per profit because because stop loss is very low. I just holded it. It's not very great to trade at 12. This around 12:30 1 a.m. Yes, so I would not recommend it. But all right, our intuition was correct, and we did make our profit over here. And after that, market fell down from the next day. That is Monday. So market started over here. This is a 15-minute time frame. Let's go into 1 day. We'll come back to it. So as you can see, this bearish candle, which was formed on Friday, tells you that there is a lot of bearishness in gold because it hasn't took any. If you look at this, it's actually 1 day quarter block, and it went into that. And the trade last time we took on Friday is the same trade that says कि 1 day time frame का auto block है, तो मैं उधर trade लिया था. To market structure, if you know market structure, you can see that over here. So this is market structure in 1 day time frame. This week is important. So if you see that gold is following levels like crazy, even if it's giving us a lot of big stop losses like 40 to 50 pips, but it's actually following price action and market structure. That is good. So after what happened was, came into the order block, one deck order block, and it retraced back to this level, which is a market structure. It's a market structure over here. So from market structure, it fell down today. Today it formed a wick. Today it formed a wick. It opened over here. Is this gap up opening, and then it retested that market structure. Then it fell from there. So if someone is trading in 1 day time frame, they could take this trade. They could trade after above this or below this region, at this region, and their stop loss and their trade will look like something like this. So they will start trading from here, and they'll keep stop losses around this, or if they are looking for lot little till, it could be around 150. Yeah, 150 pips for 1 day, time frame. So 150 pips is a lot for us, but for a 1 day, people who trade in a day's time frame with a little less quantities, they won't have that much disparity to go into that trade. So they'll their their profit, take profit would be around here, around this order block. And as you can see, gold has breached all the levels. If you see that, gold has breached most of the levels. It's going bearish because of these economic tensions. Because as we know, gold, it should at least retrace back from 1 day levels. If it's not retracing back from 1 day levels, it shows that there is a lot of bearishness in gold, and it is trying to find liquidity in these regions. All it's trying to close these fair value gaps, which is formed, these fair value gaps here, these gaps, because market has never returned to here. Let me have another line at this high. Yes. So yeah, these lines represent all-time highs at different points, and those points are very important because uh, if you can see now, we are already near our last all-time high. See that, almost to the all-time high. I think our trade has been hit our take profit, so close, almost so close. Just just 10 pips, just 10 pips to go. Let's hope it does. So as 1 day time frame, I was telling you, so it's bearish. It's lot bearish, lot of bearishness over here. It did come into this order block, and it retraced back a little, around 3016 to 3054, like around 400 pips of retracement it gave from this order block, and then it fell from the market structure, as I told you, or by retesting last high, last all-time high at that point, or anything. If someone is trading resistance, they would think this week it has retraced, it has tested that week, or someone who's trading market structure might think this week liquidity from here, from this supply, it's been falling. So anyways, what it shows key, gold is bearish, and our trade should be bearish as well. So today morning also I've given two trades, I think, one to the one long and one short. uh, I'll show you those trades as well. And one, the short I took was very fast. It gave us profits in 10 minutes, I think. I'll show you that as well. So 1 day time frame shows key gold is bearish. So in the morning, let's pop into the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame, and Yes. So if you see here, gold opened uh, at this point. Yeah, gold opened here. It fell down. It went into this order block. This is a 1 day order block, as I told you before. 1 day order block. 1 day order block. Then what it did? Then it retraced back to the market structure level. Market structure level. If in here it will be clear for you the market structure. In 1 day it might be a little confusing, but if you can see here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the market structure wala region, or here there is an order block as well. Order block which has been worked for us before in the past. In the 3rd April, in third, if you look at the video that I did on 3rd April, you can understand that there is this region. We have bought from here to around 200 to 250 pips. 250 pips car trade was there. So yes, what happened was after that, it fell from there. It fell from there, and then from this order block it has increased in 4 hour candle. 4 hour का candle देखोगे तो आप पता चलेगा कि it uh, it took liquidity to this level, to this order block. It tested this order block. It took liquidity from this level, and it gave a really bullish candle, but it didn't give a engulfing candle. It just gave a really bullish candle at the 4 hour. After that, what it did was it tested that this week, or you can say ki this order block level, which has turned bearish after this after gold has closed below this level. This buying zone has turned into selling zone. That is the basic concept. If you don't know that, please understand that if a buying level has given you a buying trade in the past, after that, if any asset closes below that buying level and retrace back to that level, it will now act as a selling level for us. This is a basic concept. Support becomes resistance, becomes support, support become resistance, that kind of a thing. So this will turn red. Yeah. So you can see that region around that is where it